Leeds United and Manchester United are playing once again. Leeds 3-1 at home hosting the Red Devils. Odds on -118 on the road. The draw is +275. It was a 2-2 draw for Chris Armas and a bunch of other caretaker managers after Jesse
Who is
Marsh
in charge?
was fired in
A
disgrace.
whole squad of
Yeah,
people.
I don't know who's in charge.
I
I
don't either.
literally stayed away from the Leeds because I knew I thought Chris Armas was in charge. And now I found out that it's just like a team of people. And I was like, man, I really wish I'd have bet Leeds then. Oh, well.
Yeah, I once another one I've got really no interest in betting here, but Anthony, you you just can't quit this Leeds team.
That regret of the year. Of the year. I sat there all day today and I said, I got to bet Leeds. Got to bet Leeds. Got to bet Leeds. You know what? I'll wait for the team total live because I know they're going to score. And I think, it was like -130, 40 juiced. I was like, I'll wait, 10 minutes, get, like the even money, -120 that pops. They scored in the first minute, which, good for them. Great result. I mean, they got the point. They probably deserved it on the balance. I thought like United definitely put the work on them in the middle stretch of that match when Leeds were kind of defending, and we saw kind of the perils of Leeds trying to defend deep. Like they're not very good at it. And so everybody who's like, oh, they press too much, they don't know how to manage a game. Like, we saw what happened when they tried to do that. It didn't go well. So I love Leeds here. I think this is a classic spot. The thing about it is this is weird, right? We don't normally see back-to-back league matches where they just trade home and away. But what we have seen and what I saw in that match was a United midfield that had way, way less game control than you'd expect, given how well they played in the last month and a half. And I think that's going to be an even bigger issue going on the road to Leeds as a road favorite. Because
still no Casemiro, which is obviously huge.
No Casemiro, no Eriksen. So that means it's a Fred Sabitzer midfield, and that is light defensively. Like you don't have the organization, the control. And I don't know that Leeds score the first goal if Casemiro is playing.
Right.
Like that's the difference.
So here's the thing. And then I think, from a bigger picture of why Jesse Marsh failed at Leeds is essentially that obviously I don't think he's a great manager, but Leeds thrives when matches are up and down, transitional. But you saw it against Nottingham Forest. Like if you just hand them the ball and say like break down a low block, or you tell them like we're going to pin you inside the final third, this game's not going to be transitional, they struggle. So suddenly that's something to look out for in the betting market. Now, who knows who they're going to, there's two managers that it's kind of like they're both even money to be hired. It's the Feyenoord manager and I believe the Vallecano manager, right? We had the two that are.
He turned him down.
He turned him down. Oh, there you go.
Vallecano said no, yeah.
So it's the Nord manager. I guess it's the only one left, and they rolled out Bielsa coming back, which I thought would have been hilarious if he did.
Would have been terrible.
But yeah, no, it's I might be on you with Leeds for this match. Like I agree. Bet regret of the year because again, like I said, I thought Chris Armas was in charge, which I was like, I want no part of that if he is running anything. But it sounds like it's just a team of people, and that he's maybe not directing things. So I might be on you with Leeds because again, I've said it before, but like Casemiro, even if just looking at the splits on and off, like United is at 0.8 expected goals allowed per 90 with him off the field, with him on the field. With him off, they're at like 1.6. So yeah, they can't defend in transition as well, so
it's the little things too. And like even within games, if you go back and look, like the Palace game, they led 1-0. He came off 80th minute. United went like haywire and blew the game. Unlucky to blow it, but like gave away multiple possessions in bad areas. The same problem came after he got the red card. Now, granted, like the red card's kind of extreme. You're down a man, but they had no idea what they were doing the last 10 minutes against Palace. And even going back earlier in the season, like we've seen this before. And now they don't even have the depth. So, it's not a great spot for United either. You just played the team. Now you got to go to their place. Leeds are not a fun team to play. They press you high. They make you work. They make games frenetic. And United does have Barcelona in the Europa League this week too. So I think I
cannot wait to bet Barca. Oh,
it's going to be good. I mean, you're laying juice there, big juice. But,
I know.
I may be on United, but I think that it's not a great spot. I think it favors the underdog who had the lead and blew it. Now, if United had lost, maybe it's a little bit different. You refocus, go again. But because they got the draw, it's like a sigh of relief in my view. And I just think that the line's wrong too. I mean, that's a big part of it. I made United minus 170 today. Yeah, I make them plus 117 on the road here. So I love Leeds catching a half goal.